Hey everybody, welcome back to the Working Man's Whiskey. I'm Bobby. Guys, I'm in Truckee, California. I told you guys we were having a family getaway. It's beautiful out here. A little chilly. It's about, by some people's standards, not so bad, but 25 degrees or so out here. Got down to about 11 overnight. But feels pretty good, guys. And been looking forward to doing a review while I was here. And the one I have here today, guys, is called the Hunting Lodge. And Hunting Lodge is it's a blended Scotch. It says distilled and matured for Hunting Lodge Spirits Limited, Glasgow, Scotland. Matured in oak cask. It's a 3-year-old whiskey. Just 40% ABV, 80 proof. I don't know much about the history here, guys, but I'll read you what the bottle says. It says they were established in 1829. Scotch Whiskey Hunting Lodge, a blend of whiskey selected from different regions of Scotland, is distilled before being aged in oak cask for 3 years in the best of Scottish traditions. A marked Highland malt content gives it a unique character, rich and fruity with undertones of peat and a bouquet of heather and woodland, perfectly balanced by citrusy hints. The finish is elegant and floral. And guys, I'll be honest with you, this is a true working man's whiskey. This one I got, usually I think you can find this one for about 15 bucks. I got this on sale for $6.99. So, we're not talking about, big dollars here, but, we'll see it, we'll try it out and see how it is. Guys, anytime I find something that I hadn't tried before, especially at that price, I can't pass it up. I gotta at least try something out. Give it its due diligence, and just go from there. Make my own judgments. I don't want to assume it's a bottom shelfer, but don't want to assume that it's just bad, that it's just swill before I even try it out. So I thought I'd give it a shot. So let's open it up. This is not going to be a long review because I have a few things to get done today. Actually, I have to move out of here. It's beautiful here. This view, can't beat it. But we, because of some different things, they weren't able to let us stay here. And we'll be moving down the road a little bit to another place. So who knows? Maybe I'll do another review from there. Got to be out of here before too long. But let's try this stuff out, guys. So Hunting Lodge, and it's it's on the lighter side. I'd call it a solid gold, maybe a hint of copper. But 3-year-old whiskey, 3-year-old Scotch, pretty young Scotch. So, and doesn't have a whole lot of stick to the glass, that's for sure. All right, guys. So the nose has a lot going on, not necessarily in a good way. I'm picking up several things, but man, it's I don't know. The nose isn't the greatest. You get you get a little bit of you get a bit of citrus in there. Very earthy. It's got a very earthy note to it. Seems like it fits in a little bit at the background behind me here. Think of forest. Just earthy is the best word, I guess, to describe it. It's got a little bit of smoke in there, just a little bit. Guys, let's just try it out. And I will tell you that the notes on the palate are a bit more pleasant than the notes I was getting on the nose there. On the palate, I'm still getting some earthy notes for sure. That the nose was kind of a little bit of a train wreck, guys. To me, just too much. Too many things fighting, kind of fighting over each other. When you get something, a whiskey, whether it's a bourbon, whether it's a Scotch, a lot of times you get a lot of different notes, but they don't quite battle each other so much. They complement each other. This one, it was just a big battle in my mouth, or on my nose, I should say. It wasn't that pleasant on the nose, but on the palate, it's not that bad. I shouldn't even say not that bad. It's not bad at all. It's not fantastic. I've had much better blended Scotch whiskeys than this, but it's not a bad taste on the palate. Get some of those malty notes in there. Some good malt, actually. Definitely a little bit of smoke, as I said. Those earthy, kind of woody notes. I will say that it's a little bit, I don't know. It's a little bit different. It's got those citrusy notes for sure. That's what you get mostly when it comes to the fruity notes. But it also has some darker fruit in there as well. If they call it stone fruit or whatever. But it's with all the fruit kind of in there doing its own, their own things. I get a bit of like a fruit cake, like a Christmas fruit cake type note. Almost like it's funny. This almost, to me, it tastes a little bit like a blended Scotch mixed with Southern Comfort. That's really what this tastes like to me. So, it's got some good things going on for it. I'm glad that I paid $7 for this instead of 15 or 20 bucks for this. It's called the Hunting Lodge, guys, which I think is funny because this reminds me of a whiskey that I would drink on like a fishing trip, or after somebody. I could see people drinking after like a day out hunting. Go back to the cabin and pull out the bottle and pass this around. Just something that's not going to knock your socks off, but something that it's not too bad. It'll get the job done. It's not, like I said, it's not anything great. But at $7, I still feel like this was a good deal. I'll give this a rating real quick. It's gonna sound pretty low, but it's really not. It's still pretty much a C, a high C level for me. I'm gonna give this a 78 out of 100. I think 78 is a fair score. This is not a bad whiskey. I've had worse. I've definitely had way worse blended Scotch whiskeys than this. I've had much better though. So this is kind of middle of the road for me. And at $7, shoot, get out and try something. If you find anything for $7, you might be surprised. I found a bottle once of Kirk and Sweeney rum. I paid $5 for the bottle, guys. Unbelievable. And it's one of my favorite rums. So get out there, find this stuff. If you can find this, give it a try. Don't pay more than, I'd say, 12 to 15 bucks for this. If you can get it at $7, like I did, definitely swoop it up, try it out. And if you don't like it too much, just when you get together with some friends and you guys don't really care what you're drinking too much, pull this out and just something to have a little drink and a little conversation. And that's sometimes those whiskeys are good. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me right now, but look forward to talking to y'all soon. And I'll get back here hopefully before the end of this trip. We leave on Sunday, so good talking to you guys, and hope you have a great day. Until next time, cheers.